Hi class, sorry I'm not there today, but I did make a lovely video for you guys to watch. So we're learning the last thing for electron configuration, and it's called ground state versus excited state. So the first thing that I need you to do is that we are going to draw the ground state, which is what we've been doing all along for oxygen. So on this side here, we'll do our ground state. And because oxygen has 8 electrons, because it's number 8 on the periodic table, we start at the bottom, we put 1, 2 electrons, 3, 4, then we go across 5, 6, 7, and our 8th electron. Remember, you do singles before you double up. So this is where oxygen is normally found, and when you write the electron configuration, we do the normal as always, and we'll do that in a moment. But now what we're going to do is we're going to talk about the excited state. So what happens is electrons can jump to higher energy levels. So they jump energy levels, and that only happens when heat or electricity is added. So if I add heat or electricity to oxygen, I can excite these electrons, and you can excite one electron at a time. So for example, I could take this electron here and I could excite it. It could jump to a higher energy level in 2p, it could jump to 3s, or it could jump all the way up to like a 5f. So we're going to do a fictitious jump for oxygen, the excited state. So it's going to be on this side. Here's our excited state. So I'm going to add electrons. Oxygen still has 8 electrons, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and that 8th one is going to jump. So the electron that took a jump is I'm going to take the electron that was here, and it jumped up to a higher energy level there. So now, if we take a look, how many electrons are in oxygen in the ground state? So if you remember, in the ground state, oxygen has 8 electrons, and you can count the blue arrows, and there's 8. And then if we go to the excited state, oxygen still has 8 electrons, because we didn't remove electrons and we didn't add electrons. So if you look at this, the number of electrons stays the same. So the number of electrons stays the same. So if you were to write the electron configuration for electrons in the ground state for oxygen and for the excited state, it would be the following. For the ground state, you'd have 1s2, 2s2, and 2p4. When the electron was excited, it went to the excited state. It's 1s2, 2s1, because we only have one electron at this 2s. Then it's 2p4, 3s1. So notice that we didn't follow the rule for Aufbau where we fill up all the energy levels before we build up. The electron got excited and jumped. So what does that tell you about the electron configuration for the excited and ground state? So you have the same number of electrons in different locations. So they're in different locations or energy levels. Alright, so let's take a look at some of these again. So the ground state is the normal energy location for electrons. And then when we talk about the excited state, that's when an electron gains energy and it jumps to a higher energy level. I'm going to say E level, higher energy level. So those are the vocabulary words for it.